What did you like most about Jack? From a leadership perspective, right? We're talking leaders.
His value, the value he placed on culture and investment in people was second to none. He was an incredible communicator. So he had this knack of saying something like, be number one or two or get the hell out.
Yep.
Right? The amount of people over the years have said that to me, that actually lasted for 3 years, from 85 to 88. Right? And the reason was he had all these businesses. He was trying to get the teams to figure out how do we get out of some of these industries, things like that.
Yep.
But what it ultimately did was drive a behaviour of, and you get there into a presentation, says, look, Jack, as well as we're number one in New Jersey. Right, and so it drove this inward-looking behaviour. So he scrapped it.
Yeah,
quickly,
gotcha.
right?
Okay, right.
And so he had this incredible knack of being able to drive 300,000 people with 4 or 5 words, right? And having that, I've learned over the years that we often try and make things a wee bit too complex. And I'm sure you've noticed this, as you move up in an organisation, one of the most powerful tools you have is your communication ability. And what you...
Simplicity.
When you try and make that simple, if I think about during the financial crisis, we were just trying to get the boat back to shore.
Yep.
Like it was really difficult,
yep.
Right? And so he just cut everything out, right? And he said, here's what we're focused on. If it's not these two things, we're not going to do it. We accelerated our operating mechanism. Quarterly meetings became monthly. Monthly became weekly. Weekly became daily. So you dramatically accelerated the cadence of everything you did.
Yep.
You put listening mechanisms out to understand what was going on with customers. I'd have a call with all our salespeople at 5 o'clock every day.
Would you really?
Yeah. And so could, what are you hearing? What are you hearing right out there? What's going on in the market? What do you hear from competitors? Right. And how's it? So you create this, but the power of being able to do that is just the simplicity of this is all you got to focus on, this and this. So when I think about communication, and this is a thing I learned from Jack, but he didn't specifically teach me, but I've learned this from a lot of GE leaders. When I'm going to speak to a group or to an individual, I think about a few things. One is, what are the messages I want to communicate here? Very important. Number 2, what action do I want these people to take? And 3, and most importantly, how do I want them to feel? Right? If I want them ready to go climb Mount Everest,
they better feel pretty good.
I change I flex my style, I flex my delivery, the way I deliver. If for some reason they've been working on something that's overdue, and I want them to feel a little intimidated, I change my style. Something on occasion, rarely, I've just got up and walked out of the room.
Oh, you've done that, have you?
We just get there, guys, we've talked about this for too long. I get up and walk out. Now,
That sends a message.
I would only do that once a year at best, because if you do it too often, but it's incredibly powerful. So the concept of understanding what you want to say, understanding the actions you want people to take, and then most importantly, how do you want them to feel? You want to feel awesome. Your job then is to inspire these people, to pump their tires up, to make them feel great, to make them realise that the impossible is possible.